lot of people kind of divide their lives into secular and sacred, right? They say, oh, the sacred part of my life is when I'm going to church, when I'm reading my Bible, when I'm praying. The secular aspects is like when I'm going to work, when I'm going to school, when I hang out with my friends. That's like secular, that's worldly. But the Bible actually doesn't speak of the Christian life that way. The Bible actually says in Romans 12:1, like I said, to offer your entire body as a living sacrifice to God. So that not only means you're praying, going to church, reading the Bible is holy, but you're going to work, you're going to school, you're hanging out with friends, the way that you interact with other people, the things that you say, the things that you do, the things that you don't do. All of that actually is a sacrifice to God. So in Colossians 3, for example, Paul talks about and tells servants specifically, hey, work as unto the Lord, as if you are not serving your earthly master, but you're actually serving God Himself, Jesus Himself. And so I think that applies directly to school and to work as well. Hey, your work is part of your witness. You going to school is part of your witness. Your employment and how you go about your work and how you are at work, your integrity at work, that's part of your witness. That's part of actually following the will of God. Like, does God want us to work hard onto Him? Yeah, He does. Does God want us to give thanks as we're going to work or going to school? Yeah, He does. Does God want us to love our neighbor and love those around us as we're going to school and going to work? Absolutely. And that's something I think people do get very, very twisted, whereas they begin to compartmentalize Christianity, like, oh, it's just on Sundays, it's just on Saturdays when I have Bible study or whatever, or when I read my Bible. But Christianity is every single day,
Mm-hmm.
right? Following the will of God is not just on Sundays, but it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, at school, at home, amongst my family members, amongst my parents, amongst my friends, amongst my peers, amongst my classmates, amongst my coworkers. That's all part of following the will of God, right? So I'd say don't view things as secular sacred, view everything as sacred, and do everything as unto God. Love God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength in every area of your life. Those are the good works that God has called you to do.